Everybody told me I'd lose touch with my friends and I'd basically fall off the earth. But yep, I actually did it. I actually deleted my accounts. On Instagram, I had 1,400 followers on my photography channel, and I deleted that one. That one's gone. So I want to share with you all why I did this, because I've never looked back since. It has totally uprooted my life, but I did it for Jesus. And why did I do it for Jesus? Because he says in Matthew 6, "Where your treasure is, there your heart is also." I was treasuring these things too much. This was my focus. I was getting distracted all the time. The truth is, social media is not making us more social. It's making us more antisocial. So before we get into the why, let's get started with what it actually is and what it's doing to our lives. Because there's a huge problem. And so let's get started with that one first. As of 2025, there are over 5.2 billion people that use social media in the world. That means more than 6 out of 10 people in the entire world, this is including Africa and co, are using social media. And the average user spends more than 2.5 hours on it per day. And in total, the growth isn't declining, it's increasing. There's an issue: mental health, cyberbullying, depression, low self-esteem, AI misinformation, and all the lot. And this is really bad for us. It's like there's all this noise around us, and yet we are starving for the real connection, for the human interaction, for the actual conversation with another person. And Jesus taught us this when he said, "Love your God with your whole heart, soul, and mind." So I started wondering and thinking, what is this actually doing to me? Is it helpful that I'm scrolling and scrolling, feeling bad about myself, feeling envious, feeling jealous of people who are on a holiday, feeling like I wish I had that amazing house or that cool view or that awesome vacation, and I just wanted to be in a different reality. And yet here I am, God has put me here. So I had to learn a big lesson. Because I thought social media was really social and like you can interact with your friends and all that stuff. That's what it is, right? No, that's not what it is. There's a study that was done in 2020 and it's on the platform X or Twitter. And in this study, they looked at all the people who were writing content and the amount of people just consuming. And the numbers are staggering. 92% of content on X, on the platform, is produced by 10% of the users. That means most users, basically 9 in 10 users, are just scrolling and getting all this information. But what are they doing with it? Are they interacting with their friends? Nope. And on TikTok it's the same. 25% of users make almost all the content. So 3/4 of the people who go on TikTok are just scrolling and just getting information. Good information, maybe, yes, sometimes, but mostly stuff that you totally don't need in your life, that's not actually helping you at all. And where's this social connection of Facebook that it once promised? Well, that doesn't exist anymore. It's more like, hey, here's another ad, selling you all these things. And people say that actually only 10 or 15% of users on Facebook actually connect with friends. Most of them just scroll and spend time on just watching their lives through another lens, or watching someone else's life, the good, the positive, the good vibes, through the lens of an Instagram profile. And it's damaged me as well. And it's damaged me so much that I had to do this drastic next step. Because I tried restricting. Okay, I'll limit myself. I'll go on this app called Freedom and I'll just say, okay, I only have an hour a day where I do social media. But then it was easy to just go on the laptop and then disable this and then go online. And when someone sends someone on Instagram, I just spend another hour just scrolling through on the laptop. And it was just like, dude, you're not actually fixing this problem. The problem is that the entire platform wasn't what it used to be. I used to post photos on Instagram to a photography audience. And it's not benefiting me at all anymore. So I decided to cut ties. I said, okay, delete the account. And honestly, you wouldn't think how difficult that is. You have to go through all these menus, then you have to delete it. And then actually they say, okay, you still have a month. If you want to recover it, you can still do that. And yeah, well, I deleted it. It's gone. It's now, the month is over, the account is gone. And I've never looked back. I feel free. I feel like I don't have to watch someone else's life and wish that that was mine. I have more time to connect on what is important. But hey, there's one restriction. Because you're watching this on YouTube and you might be thinking, dude, if you have YouTube, that means you're still on YouTube. You haven't got rid of YouTube yet. And you're right. I still have YouTube. Because I feel on YouTube, the comments are actually nice. People encourage you. So there's a great community, there's great creator tools, there's good support from YouTube. And I feel like these long form videos, really make an impact. And this is how I want to preach and show the world that God is good and Jesus is great and there's a hope for this planet. And I want to share that all with you and put it into our practical life. So yes, I still got YouTube, but that means that all the other stuff that's been distracting me needs to go. But the real question is, should you delete Instagram? And that really depends on you, because not everyone is drawn away and pulled away in the way I was. Some people use it for good. We, for example, have our community youth group on Instagram, and it's great. There's a few girls and guys as well that post really good content there, and there's people who reach out and they come to some events, and it's really working well. And that's awesome. But for me, it just didn't work. So I'd say start small. Start with a Sabbath. Have a social media Sabbath. One day a week where you just don't go on social media and you just turn off your phone, don't do any of that. And then maybe do it into weekend. And then maybe you're on holiday, do a whole week. And just see how you react, how you feel, how your anxiousness is, how your anxiety is, how your depression is. And if that's helped, then just get rid of it. Because honestly, you might think you have this meaningful life that needs to be documented and every meal needs to be shared with everyone in the world. But the harsh reality is no one cares. So rather connect with someone who really cares, and that's God. God cares for you, and His Son wants to build this relationship with you. So you might be thinking, yes, Chris, but how do I use my time wisely? So I made a video on this that talks exactly about this topic, how to use your time for God, and that's over there. Well, YouTube suggests this one, and you can enjoy that as well. All right, God bless, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.